Christmas comes early. Best Buy made a little mistake and dropped off my collector's edition early, and so we got to take a look. Cyberpunk! After all these years, nearly 8 of them. I've seen the game at so many E3s. You guys have seen so many trailers, so many previews, so much hype, and now it's finally here. And the box is massive. Like, I am 6'3", and I want you to see that this box is basically half of me. It is humongous. I've got the PS4 version, because technically there's no PS5 version or Xbox Series X version. It plays, but those official versions aren't coming till 2021. Make sure to smash the like button if you guys are pumped for Cyberpunk. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I will slide off the slip cover. Even that is heavy. Look, you hear that? There's 2 slip covers. Double trouble slip cover action. This game has it all. We got the outside. It's a yellow world, baby. Freaking, look, okay. We got this slip cover. Then we've got this cardboard cover, and I like it because it's got like a hole in the top. Looking very fancy, very futuristic. This is my new box world. If I had a kitty cat, dude, I'd make the house out of this. This is where you live. Your cat tower would be futuristic, so that's massive. I gotta put this on the other side. Now this Epic Collector's Edition is very expensive. It is a $250 Collector's Edition. So there's a lot to live up to in terms of what has to be in this box and the quality it's gotta be at in order to deliver. Now the game is $60, obviously. And that means that we need $190 more dollars. This thing is sold out just about everywhere. So hopefully it is really fun for us all to take a look at together, but oh my goodness gracious, this is like crazy. There's so much stuff. Is this a shoebox? What the heck? It's all so big. The game is gonna be big. 100 hours, people are saying. Maybe CD Projekt Red's best work? I mean, there's not a huge history, but they've done some amazing work, so this would be fan-freaking-tastic. We'll take a peek at this yellow box in a second. What else we got in here? Oh, I think it's the statue. Well, we always got to give the statue the first look. Statues are where it's at in terms of these big, giant boxes. I mean, the box wouldn't be so giant if it wasn't for a giant statue. Even the styrofoam says Cyberpunk, because they know you've been waiting. You've been hurting, you've been longing, you've been cradling that pre-order for eons, baby. Some of you probably didn't even think we'd get here. Delay after delay after delay after delay. The pandemic, the crazy year, the election. Would we even make it to launch? And I'm telling you, they can't delay it anymore because it's in here. The game is in here. They can't do anything about it no more. They can't hold us back anymore because the game has arrived. Now, this is gonna hurt your ears, so let me cut. We did the deed. The styrofoam and the tape has been tampered with. It has been, it all just fell out. Even though this looks like the way you're opening it, the styrofoam's saying, hey, open me this way. I like that I now have Cyberpunk styrofoam. I don't know what I'm gonna use this for, but I'm going to. The statue is now here, the table is getting a little messy, but this is a pretty freaking cool piece. The base is all decked out in Cyberpunk futuristic glory. Check this out, look at this base. All freaking fancy. I'll put some up close shots so you guys can see exactly what we're working with, but this looks pretty cool. And then we've got our character in theory, our generic character. Obviously you can customize whatever you want. Our character in theory is gonna be riding this bicycle and doing nice work. In fact, this isn't even him. I think this is a bad guy who's attached onto the bad guy. Get off the bike. Come on, you're probably responsible for at least one of the delays. Get off there. The wheels do not spin, which is a bit of a bummer, but the detail on this thing is pretty remarkable. I like it a lot. All the stickers, all the angles, and it's got to click in here somehow. I think it clicks in right like this. Look at that. That's pretty freaking fun. And then we've got our character here who is rocking dual pistols, and he is ready for action. Relaxin', maxin'. Because, I mean, how can anybody do any work the rest of the year? This is all everyone's gonna do. I mean, I'm sure a bunch of you are taking work off. I'm sure a bunch of you, even if you're not taking work off, are just gonna stay up all night to play this. I'm dumping that off into my bin of nevermore. And now we got the dude riding the bike. Where does he hook on? He hooks on like so. There we go. Look at this. The statue is pretty epic. It's pretty darn beastie. I like it a lot. It's very detailed, it's very well made. It's got a nice heft to it. It doesn't feel super cheap. This guy is just attached on via a peg, and this is just attached on via a peg, but I mean, this one's a little less stable. I mean, again, you're not looking to get some $600 statue out of this. He's on pretty good, and then the bike is kind of just more of a rock and roll type ordeal. But I think as long as it's sitting on a shelf, you know, you're not gonna see any problems. But this is pretty freaking cool, and it looks really good. It has me very excited. I've never played the game. I've never even dipped my toes in these waters. I've seen some previews, I've seen some things of that sort, but I've never actually gotten to play. Let's dive into this big box here, which is very interesting because, again, it's got this nice handle. Everything is functional, but also futuristic, which I really appreciate. The handle is to carry it almost like shoebox style, like you're gonna walk out of here with some of those sweet Adidas, which, by the way, I have a pair. They're really amazing. I'll put a link to that video in the description. And in here, we've got, oh my gosh, it's like all the signatures from the team. Statue, slide. Look at this little cover here that I guess can it pull out? I'm not gonna pull it out, but, well, the game is here. Ah! I can't believe I'm holding it, honestly. PS5 upgrade available, 2 Blu-ray discs, World Compendium, stickers, postcards, game map, digital content. It's got over 200 awards and the thing isn't even out. Boom, baby, Night City. Night City, that's where my Christmas vacation is. Surprise, you can't travel COVID, but you can travel, in theory, to the world of Night City, and it's probably a better place, a more fun place than anywhere we could go anyway, so I'm really excited for that. The game, 2 Blu-rays, that's a big boy. Big boy, but this is really neat. Check this out. You got all these signatures from the CD Projekt Red team here, which is very cool, an homage to all the guys and girls who put in so much hard work over so many years and so many delays, and probably their families probably felt very sad to see them at the office so many hours, but they did it to deliver this absolutely incredible, well, in theory, incredible game. We'll have to wait and see, but all signs point to it being pretty amazing. This art book is hefty. This is like Barnes & Noble, sip your Starbucks and take a peek. It is very, very, very thick and very heavy, and goodness gracious, this world is gorgeous. I'll show you some of these pages up close, but I can't wait to dive in. You know, open world games are hit and miss for me, but a lot of the miss comes from the locale, the location. I'm not a fan of medieval. I'm not a fan of giant worlds of the past. The future, though, has me incredibly excited. It's got that lovely new book smell, which is always important. You know, this thing hasn't been played with. Ooh, the poster page. I love stuff like this. I love posters in game. I think about going to the Ishimura in Dead Space and looking at all the little, little extra details, the posters, right, that tell people how to throw away their trash or where to grab food. Naughty Dog's fantastic about that in The Last of Us and Uncharted. BioShock was amazing. These little world details that make it feel like a lived-in place. It's alive, the world is breathing. It's just begging you to check it out. Every corner has been meticulously handcrafted and created, right? You got these posters for Body Without Limits. That's a little bit spooky. Why Try Dropout? Health warning. All foods, special edition. Install at your own risk, foreign body. Oh, these are all the different like upgrades you can get. That's really cool. Very, very, oh, this is good. We got all these characters and stuff. Look at this art. Look at that art, so nice, such a fun book. And then beneath the book, there's so much more. So in here, we've got a nice steel book, a very fancy, but at the same time, subtle, understated steel book. It's got graffiti from Night City on it, and then it has the Cyberpunk 2077 big yellow branding on the interior, which is very nice. Now we've got these 4 little, I don't know what's in here. We got these 4 little side things. I don't know, they're like almost like cartridges, they're like ammo or something in the side. I guess we'll just open them up one by one and see. They're all different weights, so I assume there's different things in each. Yes, this one has a very nice Cyberpunk car keychain, vroom vroom through Night City. It's interesting that Cyberpunk has elements of GTA in the sense that, you know, when you think about Fallout or you think about Witcher, when you're traversing from mission to mission, you're encountering a lot of combat. And in this game, since it's city and cars, you may not as much, and you're more likely to just move from point A to point B. It's such an RPG in that sense, and this keychain helps remind you that this is a different beast than what they've created before. It's got a little cassette tape in there, which is pretty darn cute. It's a very hefty keychain. It feels very quality and very nice. Might be too heavy for your car keys, actually, depending on how many you got. In box number 2, they do feel like little ammo pouches. We've got, pins, okay? So there's a Night City heat pin. Very, very nice. And we've got a Militech gun manufacturer pin. Pins are kind of all the rage. I love Disney pins. I'm a big Disney pin collector. I'm not so much a collector of pins that aren't Disney branded, just because those are like kind of like, you know, the official ones or whatnot. But I think it's pretty cool that they do have so many gaming pins, and I know a lot of people collect those and find a lot of fun in creating cool sets based on their favorite titles and their favorite franchises. Box number 3 is going to deliver us some little stickers, it seems like. A pack of stickers, interesting. They're almost like mailing labels. Quadra, Arasaka, Trauma Team, bring back freaking Trauma Center. That was a jam on DS. I'm not gonna open those up right now, a little sticker pack, or label mailers, I'm not quite sure. Stickers, something of the sort. Our fourth box holds the patches. You know, we got everything. We got pins, we got patches, we got keychains, we got stickers. And there are 2 patches in here, Samurai, and then there's even more yet. Outside of these 4 ammo boxes, we also have what I believe is gonna be the journal, and this one is in like a, oh, please do not open type bag here, like, uh-oh, evidence, Detective Bureau, Haywood Station, item number 12. 1 copy of a visitor's guide to Night City. This is really cool. So this is, again, it's that attention to detail. It's that stuff that I think is really, really fun. This is a tough package here. Ooh, it's got blood stains on it, markings on it. It's annotated. I almost don't want to open up. It's so nicely sealed in this evidence tampering package. Oh, it says, do not use this bag for any evidence that has body fluids on it. But pretty freaking cool that they're giving you a little manual to the city, and I think that is about it. So, in totality, we've got the statue, which is the big draw. We've got the game, of course, itself. We've got the steelbook, which is very nice and understated. We've got the really, really extensive, I mean, page count-wise, this art book, you're talking 215 pages, vehicles, characters, graffiti, concept art, locations, posters. This might be the biggest draw. I think this book, if you like Cyberpunk, I think this is gonna be awesome for you, and I think you're gonna enjoy so much about this. It's got the visitor's guide with the tamper bag. It's got the 4 little pieces, the pins, the patches, the keychain, and the stickers, and then of course the statue. So is it worth it? I think it's one of the nicer built collector's edition. Do I think it's the best I've ever seen? Maybe not, but I do think they did try to find a way to find a lot of value in here and add a lot of different things, different elements. I guess what I might have wanted to be a bit different, besides just, hey, the price being lowered because who wants to drop more cash? I guess I wish the statue maybe had a little more stability. It's a very cool statue, it's very detail oriented. I really can't complain about it on that front. It's just like the fact that this bike is so wiggly here makes it feel a bit cheaper than it should be. There's also this cute little backpack creature that I hope you guys notice. But all in all, it's a pretty darn sweet collector's edition. And stuff like this, for me, it doubles in value and importance if the game itself is good, right? If Cyberpunk ends up being one of my favorites, game of the year, game of the decade, game of the generation, since it's still technically like part of the PS4 generation, we will be able to play it on PS5 and Xbox Series X, and next year they'll deliver the official PS5 and Series X versions. But in my opinion, it's still part of the past generation. And if it's the game of the generation, or one of the top 5, or the game of the year, then this entire collector's edition just increases, in my opinion. Because when you love something, all the little nuances mean more. The details of that visitor guide, the patches and the pins, they gain meaning because you like those places or those locations, those groups, those clans, those characters. Right now, Cyberpunk is a mystery to me. I assume the game is gonna be great. It has insane expectations, and I like what I see. The design, the colors, the aesthetic, the detail, the quality is all there. But for something like this to really justify $250, I think you gotta love the game. So maybe get the game first, maybe, I mean, what am I kidding? who am I kidding? Most of you know you're gonna love the heck out of this game already, so if you have an opportunity, the collector's, who am I kidding? Most of you know you're gonna love the game already. If you want to be extra cautious, play it first and see if you can pick up a collector's edition later. They're kind of sold out as is, so if you've already got one on pre-order, it does seem good enough to justify the big expense. In my book, I'd probably always prefer to pick up extra games, full games, than a collector's edition, but I know that some people are gonna love this thing more than they've loved anything else this year, and like I said, maybe the whole generation. So that is the Cyberpunk 2077 Collector's Edition, big box, big stuff, big game. Will it be bold enough to be brilliant? We'll find out soon. I'll have coverage on the channel, so make sure to subscribe, smash that like button if you're excited for the game. Let me know what you think of the Collector's Edition in the comments down below, and until next time, everybody, have a fantastic freaking day. I love you so much. Drink some hot chocolate, and we'll see you all later.